Woo! She's a beaut, Clark. Look at this piece of property. This is the newest property that I just closed on for about $210,000. In this video, I'm gonna share with you how I actually got the seller to agree for $210,000 on this property, how I walked in, got the deal myself, and how we're probably going to sell this one for about $260,000 and make roughly $40,000 to $45,000 on a wholesale. Again, we're buying this thing for $210,000 and we're putting it on the market for about $260,000. And here's the kicker: $0 in renovations. So let me show you how we spent $0 in renovations, making over $40,000 on this piece of real estate, flipping homes with no work. So let's get into it. Whoa. I'm about to show you how I'm making over $40,000 on a texting deal with 0 renovations. Literally, I'm buying this thing for $210,000, literally put it on the market for $260,000. I'm assuming it'll sell for $250,000, make $40,000. I'm gonna share with you right now how I got all this done for free. Gurus are charging tens of thousands of dollars for this information, so please smash that like button and subscribe, and let's go. Alrighty. All right, guys, so this is the piece of property right here. I can show you the whole property tour, but let me give you the quick skinny of the deal here. I sent an SMS text message to the seller. The seller is like 65 years old. They just got a smartphone literally that month, and I texted them if they were interested in a cash offer on the property. Again, that wasn't my initial text message I sent to them. I just asked if they were the owner. They said yes, and I asked them if they were interested in a cash offer. They said yes. So guess what happened? I came to the property here. So what happened was I pulled up in the property right here, came in, I talked to the seller, we had a nice conversation, walked throughout the property here, and I'm telling you right now, when I said this property needed no work, this property literally needed no work. So the real motivation for the seller on this piece of real estate was he was just sick of it. He wanted to live in a more secluded place. Turnpike is kind of over there. Kind of a mess, really, how close this thing is to a major highway, but he didn't really like the noise, and he was just ready to retire. Finally retired from his job. He was just ready just to go. He wanted a quick cash sale. The money wasn't really the biggest issue with listing a property, just a quick cash sale. So we both agreed on $210,000 on this piece of property. What I did to build rapport, obviously, was I walked throughout the property here. So I walked around the property here. And unfortunately, the biggest issue with this appointment with me was like, what kind of issues with the property here could I get a discount with this person? Literally, look, what's wrong with this kitchen? What's wrong with it? I mean, it's not updated like crazy, but look at this thing. It's got a nice floor room, balcony. I mean, the flooring's fine. There's no issues with this piece of property. Like, what? Is there any issues? Like, this seems like it's too good to be true. Oh my goodness. Like, I literally didn't know what to tell this person. Like, what kind of issues could I say? I mean, that's the only issue I could see. That little ceiling thing's kind of weird, but that's it. So the moral of the story here is, when I was walking through this property with the seller, I'm like, usually I could find like, a stucco crack and say, ooh, that's a problem. Try to get them down on price. But it's like, how do I get somebody down on price on a property like this? Look, it's got high ceilings. It's like beautiful. Guess what? Let me show you this. You go outside, the roof. Look at the roof. It's perfect. It's not even shingle. It's like a tile. Those things are worth even more money. Like, what am I gonna do? So it was driving me crazy. So I was just going around the property, didn't know what to do. And the only thing I knew to do to get someone down on price, if I couldn't get an issue with the property, how else am I going to get them down on price? And honestly, the only thing I could do is build rapport. So what I did was I just talked about fishing. I talked about his family, who's actually a veteran, talked about his military service. And at the end of the day, after walking throughout the property, so we ended up going here on the kitchen table, and I sat down right here. I sat down right there, and I guess I could sit down right here and show you. But I just said basically, I was like, hey, Mr. Seller, the best I can do on this property is like $190,000. And he said, are you kidding me? I cannot do that at all. I need to sell this thing for at least $230,000. I was like, ugh. Like those numbers are a little tight for a deal for me. And we basically just kept talking about why he wanted to move and his reasons. And we ended up splitting the difference and just talking a little more and more. And I put the property under contract for $210,000. You can see it. It was actually right here is where I signed that contract. He had a lot more stuff on that table, but $210,000, signed that contract, and boom. We closed on the property, and here I am. Echo! Not really bad of an echo over here. And I basically closed on the property. The thing is absolutely beautiful. So literally what we're gonna do is, like, look at this. There's not 1 cent I can put into this property to make it any before I putting it on the market. I mean, I could redo it, but I won't get the ROI with this flip. So it's not a sexy HD TV type thing, but overall, I really can't complain. So what we did is we are ready to set this thing on the market. And once we put it on the market, we're gonna list it for $259,999, basically $260,000. And we should probably sell it for around $250,000, I would say. So that should probably give us about a $40,000 profit on this deal. So it's an absolute beauty of a property. You can tell by the other properties around here that absolutely beautiful. These things are really cookie cutter. So the comps in this area on these types of properties, they're all the same square footage, and they're all selling for about $280,000 to $290,000 with all the renovations, hardwood floors, brand new kitchens. So we're putting a little bit of a discount, putting it on the market, but it should sell pretty fast. So that's it, guys. I know I did a vlog on how hard it was for a $4,500 wholesale I did, and now I'm showing you a $40,000 deal that literally take much work except for maybe a 1 to 2 hour appointment. So I spent an hour with the guy. I didn't even talk about real estate or price. I just talked about his family and his goals, what he wanted to do. And that's really the lesson I wanted to teach you here. Now I don't really vlog about every deal or wholesale I do deal, but this is one I really wanted to get behind a camera and talk to you about is what should I do? Literally, if there's nothing wrong with the property, again, you got to go back to rapport. So that's the difference between me getting a deal versus the average wholesaler. They really wouldn't know how to build a rapport the right way. Again, I recommend the Ford method, which is family. Talk about their family, talk about kids, grandkids. Older people love talking about that. Talk about O. So FORD, is occupation. What do they do for a living? What did they used to do for a living? This guy used to do a lot in the military. Then he was a manager at a company. Now R, recreation. What do they do for fun? This guy loved to fish. So we talked about fishing. Again, I love fishing too. And then D is dreams. Hey, what are you looking to do the next 20 years? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? So this guy, he wanted to live up north by Cape Canaveral. So he wanted to go where all the cruising was. And then there are space launches and stuff there. So in St. Lucie County, you can still see space launches, but not good as like Cape Canaveral. So he wanted to move up there, look at the space launches because the space stuff's starting to boom up north. Yeah, so he's moving about 2 hours north of here. So that's it, guys. So just remember, not every deal you do that has massive profits has to have all this issues and drama. It can be really easy. So yes, sometimes if a deal is too good to be true, it is. I felt it on this one, but honestly, the thing's great. So I really appreciate you guys watching me on this property. Again, SMS deals. So go to smszach.com and get 500 free text. Could really help you out with getting deals like this. So thank you guys so much. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on the next vlog and we can see how much this thing sells for. I'm really excited to share that with you. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.